that's why I've got 2 new cantaloupes over there. But this guy's got several flower buds. I see at least 4 down here. Probably more. There's a whole big cluster of stuff going on right there. This, I think, is oregano. I really need to get this one into a new pot soon because it is really overdone. You can see that it's already root bound in there, and there's roots coming at the bottom and stuff. But so yeah, that's that. This here is the Brussels sprouts. They have not done very well. Mostly because they're a cold weather crop, and as you can see from the holes, I've had some visitors to my garden and they have put a serious hurting on 2 of my plants in particular, this guy and next door neighbor, the broccoli. I've actually had leaf miners. That's what's doing those little squiggly lines on them, and it's been able to, I don't know, I think maybe if I just get it into a new pot, more dirt, let it grow a bigger root system, and give it more nutrition with the bone meal, blood meal mix, and all the other stuff in there. What it is the green sand is what really helps it, because that's marine sandstone ground up, and then microorganisms feed on that, and then what they excrete is extremely nutritious plant food, containing all the trace minerals that they need. Over here is Elysium that hasn't done very well. It did alright for a little while, but then I kind of didn't bother to do anything with it. I haven't even watered it for a while because I kind of stopped caring about that one, because that was just a impulse buy on the 20-cent seed rack. There's a couple of those around here. Certain things I've paid attention to, and other things I've not cared too much about just because of one reason or another. These here are grape tomatoes. Those I just put into that pot a little while ago, maybe a week or 2 ago. They are already looking to get into a new pot. This here is wild rice. It's actually kind of big. I didn't expect it to be. As you can see, it looks like dead grass down there. That was all wild rice, actually. But the thing about rice, the reason it grows well in paddies is because it doesn't compete very well with other plants, specifically weeds. And so when I planted a whole bunch of it into a 6-inch wide, 4-inch deep container, it had to compete with all of its little brothers, and only one of them survived, and I guess we can figure out which one that is. So here we've got the broccoli. It's doing pretty good. It's been under heavy attack by bugs, though. Hasn't tried to flower or anything yet, so I'm planning on just, if I had a juicer, I'd be taking some of the leaves off for it, and that might actually stimulate some growth. But in the meantime, we're going to move next door, and you're going to see this container here. As you can see, there's been some leaf miners on this guy too, but she's flowering and all. This is my radishes. So we've got huge stalks. Like, I mean, it practically looks like a vine. Like this here actually loops all the way around. That's the same as this right here. Bends down, back around, and goes up under there. Those back there are beets, but they're not really doing a whole lot, so I just kind of let them. I've been clipping leaves off now and then, and throwing leaves into the salad. This here is quinoa. It's like a grain, basically. We just got some, and I threw some in the dirt to see if it would grow, and sure enough it did. Didn't grow well, but it did start growing, and some of them have actually taken off pretty good and become rather decent little plants. I'll let them continue to grow and see what happens. Over here we've got tangerine transplants. They are what they are. They haven't really grown a whole lot since I got them, but there you go. So here is my main batch of basil. It has all flowered by now. I've actually trimmed a lot of the basil off and harvested it, and it's growing like wildfire, so I'm just letting it. It is another one of the plants that takes a serious beating during the heat of the day. We got some parsley, sage, oregano, and thyme, and something else down there as well. That there was pak choi, but I didn't it does not like the heat either. And so I've started a few batches of it, and it's failed every time, because as soon as it starts to get too hot out, then it dies. Over here is my second place prize winning, in my own opinion, tomatoes. They have really taken off. So there are, I think, 7 plants, and right now we've got 10 tomatoes. So we got like one over here, 2, there's actually 3 right here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, there's a lot, yeah. So another one over there. So yeah, that's the tomatoes. This here is more elephant garlic, starting to grow. And I'm going to come back around here because there is my favorite. Surprised me. I didn't know that it was going to grow like this. But there you have it, is the cantaloupe. It is a vine. It is currently 9 feet long-ish. Probably a little bit longer. It actually reaches straight to the roof. I allowed it to bend down like that because I ran out of stake to spin it around. I coiled it all the way up these. I took 3 shoots of bamboo, each 6 foot long, and I tripoded them in there. I bound them with a little bit of wire, actually, that I took out of a power cable for a computer. I just stripped it down into all of its basic wires, and I just use them to tie things off now. And so she puts out flowers every day, but mostly the new ones come out at the top, you know. But without a mate for her, though, she's not going to give me any cantaloupes, so that is why I went over here and planted those 2. I'm hoping one of those will be a male, and I will be able to breed them with her and hopefully get me some cantaloupes. But I don't think I'm going to have enough time. I'm pretty sure that she's going to end up getting mulched when we move out of here, because I don't have any room for a garden at my new location, which will be way down the street over there. So I'm going to walk us around the side of the building and show you the last couple of things that I've got. Oh yeah, those fell on somebody's house. That's a giganto tree. Alright, here we got some more of that lettuce. Had to put some stuff out back here because they said that I was growing too much stuff out front for an apartment. These flowers have already dried up. I'm hoping... yeah, it looks like they've all got seeds inside of them. I don't know how well you can see. These are pearl onions, if I didn't already say that. You can see one of them down there. And so yeah, the peas don't do well here because it's really just too hot. Beans do well, but they only last one little short season until the beans come, and then they're gone, and then the plants turn to crap. They also do not like the heat, but they'll suck it up in the meantime. Let's see if there's anything else. I'll post on Facebook, I guess, what my sunflower was looking like back when she was in her prime, but she's on her way out now. I'm pretty sure that I didn't water her for 2 or 3 days, and it just got to be too hot for her. Either that or she was already on her way out. I know I've been watching the bees go through the middle, because they start on the outer rim out here, and they work their way in, and you can see that all the bristles in there stand up in rows, and they started out on the outer ring, and then they moved inwards until finally all of them were done, and probably it's just growing, it's probably diverted all of its energy into growing seeds now, so keeping it around long enough to hopefully get a supply of seeds out of it. And actually, I think I moved them out to the back patio, but I've got a couple pots that I started some red sunflowers in, so that'll be pretty cool. But there it is. This is what's left for right now, and it's only going to get smaller for the next 2 months. I'm going to be seeing if there's any place else that I can garden, because I'm not going to be able to do this in my front yard. In fact, I'm going to have to empty out most of these buckets and stash them someplace until for a year until I get a new place, or unless somebody else is going to let me garden at their house.